I'm not a politician. And I don't want to be a politician. But I know of politicians who became politicians because they passed through my hands. They were nothing. Nobody knew them. Some served the longest time they ever served because they could locate me. They could look for me. And anyone I ever laid my hand upon never failed. And whoever failed, he broke the order that I gave. But I'm not a politician. I'm not a friend of Raila, neither am I a friend of Ruto. I don't hate Ruto, neither do I hate Raila. They are all Kenyans to me, and they are all children of God. So I'm on the side of nobody, but I'm on the side of God. And I will not fool you. I will tell you the truth that you must know. There is a video that has gone viral. The prophecy that I gave here about Raila. Some people think I'm a project of Raila. No. And even if I was to be a project, I'm too expensive for Raila to pay me. I'm a project of only one person, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And I will never be a project of anyone. But I will tell you as things are. Luo people, if you don't pray very well, and if you don't stop these jokes you people are doing in spirit, some years are coming ahead that you will cry painfully. But if you people pray, and because I am here, I will not let that one happen unless I'm not a prophet. Before the death of Magufuli, there are servants of God who saw it. And I will not allow that to happen in Kenya, in Luo land. I'm not looking for any glory. But I will stand in the gap, even if it means I stand alone. I will stand in the gap. It shall not happen. There are men and women who are servants of God and who are servants of God in Tanzania, that the Lord showed them what was coming ahead in the world. And in Tanzania, the death of Magufuli was not secret to the servants of God. They saw. But you know the game they played? Each servant wanted to prove his glory. Instead of saying, if the Lord is showing this, what should we do? Because God showed us things that we have ability over them. And he told us what we close shall be closed and what we open shall be opened. Instead of them taking an action, they were busy on social media. Everyone wanting to prove that he's a true servant, he's a false, whatever. He's stronger than the other, he's powerful than the other. Until when the darkness found them off guard. Until when once it was announced in the radio that Magufuli was no more. Look at the shame they got. For I know what is coming. And I am a prophet and I'm standing in the gap. It shall not take place. One thing that I thank God, what apostles and bishops and pastors can close? 100 people. 100 people, what they can close. I can open it while my eyes are closed. But what I close when my eyes are closed, there will need to be 400 people to open it. And what I close when my eyes are open, maybe they may not come. Maybe they may not be able to open it, even if they come 10 times of 400. Because the officers are different, and the authorities are different. The officers are different, and the authorities are. There is not even a single apostle who anointed a prophet, but apostles who are anointed by prophets. Even Paul and Barnabas, they were chosen by the voice of a prophet. There is not even a single prophet anointed by an apostle. So our offices are different. And now I understand God sent me to Kisumu for a purpose, despite the hard times I've faced in this city. I'm one person who have walked on my feet. I've walked on foot. Even now, I don't have a vehicle. My vehicle got an accident. The vehicle I'm driving now is a borrowed vehicle. I'm one person, even my own house. I've been close 3 weeks ago. I slept in my car because I didn't pay rent, and the landlord closed my door with 3 padlocks after I'd served here the whole day. But those ones don't scare me at all, because I know there is something unique that the Lord sent me to do here. And now I know the purpose. And I will not be waived until I accomplish my purpose. I am here to tell you, Raila is going to become the president. And I am not thinking twice about that, because it's the truth. Raila is the president. But let me tell you, the presidency of Raila, it's not by political power. Raila is not becoming president of any political power. Raila is becoming president because of fulfillment of a prophecy. Fulfillment of a prophecy. And when did the prophecy begin? The prophecy began after 100 years. The prophecy was prophesied. And it was to take place after 100 years. And the prophecy began after 100 years. After 100 years. So Raila is becoming a president, because of a prophecy that had taken 100 years. And I will prove the prophecy here to you. Some people are saying, oh, we are Prophet Samo. He's a project of Aki. And me, I'm not a project of anybody. I want to prove to you why Raila is going to be a president. And I said, God is demanding 7 things from him. It can't be political. And God puts a demand. God is never in politics. A prophecy of 100 years. That's what I want to talk about today. So you get to understand what is happening and where all these things are coming from. The year 1919 and the year 2018, subtract. Those are how many years? 1919 subtract 2018. 99 years. This is the 100th year. Raila to become the president. 99 years. My brother, 99 years I wasn't. 99 years ago, I was not born. I was still working in heaven. My mother didn't know we'll conceive someone like me. Even my mother was not born. There was a prophet 99 years ago, the year 1919, in the month of June. Prophet prophesied. Kenya had not even received independence, but a prophet prophesied. And he said, the independence of this country shall go to a tribe that lives along the lake. But he's diverting the leadership to Kikuyu family. And he prophesied and he said, the independence will be taken by Kikuyus. And Kikuyus shall rule. Then after that, the leadership will be taken by another community for a very long time. And Kikuyus will struggle to get it. But through the tribe of the lake, the leadership will go back to Kikuyus again. Then after that, strike the fourth chord, the leadership will go to the Luo, the tribe along the lake. But it will be over a while. It will be over a short time. Then the leadership will go back to Kikuyu again through a woman. That short time is what you people need to pray over. That short time should not be the death of Raila, but should be the time that Raila will lead and hand over the leadership as Mandela did. Not death. And this requires you people to pray. Not to go around joking and jumping. If this prophecy was given 99 years ago, what does it mean? And where did it begin? Handshake. The prophecy began at the handshake point. It was through the handshake that the prophecy has had to be fulfilled. The prophecy could not be fulfilled if Raila would have gone for a man running mate. No. Because the leadership was to go back to Kikuyu community through a woman. We have to pray for Raila to live and finish his term of 5 years. Because Raila is not going to lead more than 5 years. He's not that kind of a man. He's not a greedy man. He's not a selfish man. If he was a greedy man today, Kenya will still be in civil war. So you people of Nyanza, you need to be in prayer like never before. You need to intercede and pray like never before. This leadership coming to you people, it has nothing to do with politics. You have had one of the best chamas. You have had some of the best coalitions, but you still lost it. You lost it, lost it, lost it, lost it. But the prophecy was fulfilled. After a long time, the leadership went back to Central, to Kikuyu's house, when the son of the lake said, Kibaki Tosha. The leadership of this country went to the Kikuyu family when one of your own great leader stood and said, without Kenyatta, no independence. Not that he had been asked, what should we do? He was told, take the leadership. And he said, I'm not taking. Why? Without Kenyatta, no independence. What were they fighting for? What were Mau Mau people fighting for? I'm asking you, church. What was Mau Mau fighting for? Independence. What did Jaramogi Oginga refuse? Can someone answer me? What was the main reason why Mau Maus were fighting? They were fighting for what? What did Jaramogi Oginga refuse? Huh? Leadership. He said, no leadership, no Kenyatta. What did Jaramogi Oginga say? No Kenyatta, no. And what was Mau Mau fighting for? And what did he reject? They were fighting for independence. They were in the forest fighting for independence. But the same independence, he said, it will not come if Kenyatta does not come. Is it normal? Is it normal? But look, How long did he continue working with Kenyatta? After all that, he started struggling for what? The very thing that he refused. The very thing he refused to accept is the very thing he started fighting over. Because people can say a million words, but a prophet will say only one word. Because million words to nature are as good as noises. But one word of a prophet to nature is an order. King Ahab had millions and thousands of workers. Their decision didn't surpass the decision of Elijah. When Elijah said, "Now I stand and you will know that I'm a prophet. For 3.5 years there shall be no rain. Sit where you can sit, do what you can do. Bring rains if you can. And as I close it, until the day I will open it." Imagine within 3.5 years, if Elijah would have died, what do you think would have happened? Israel would have remained permanently drought and a desert with nothing. But this prophecy is the greatest, weakest point that you people have as Luo. Because today, if this nation can get a prophet who can divert that and change it, things can change the last minute. So if you people were spiritual people, put aside your pride and your positions and what you think you are, then this is the time that you people will be interceding and praying like no one else. This is the time you will be praying and interceding like no one's business, to make sure that this prophecy is fulfilled. They say, "Sent a thief to catch a thief." They don't say sent a policeman to catch a thief. If you want to catch a thief, send a thief. And they say, "Dawa ya moto ni moto." And I say, what can change a prophecy is a prophet. The only thing that can change a prophecy is a prophet. This is the prophet I'm talking about. He's called Prophet Kiburu. He's not a young man. That is the man who gave that prophecy. And that prophecy is a prophecy of 1919. That prophecy, if it is not worked upon by you Luos, leadership you will have. But how it will slip in your hands, you may not know. Because the prophecy is very clear. And the leadership will come, but it will not be for long. But we are here to declare today that the leadership of Raila shall be long. He will finish his term and hand over while he is still alive. Casket shall not be his portion. No leaders will travel all over the world. They are coming for his funeral. But leaders will come to get wisdom from him.